I gotta be reading. I gotta be reading this wrong. The Triple Crown World Champion, Kevin
Where?
Carrero, in last place at 3 and 5.
Really?
Wait. You couldn't even get a handful of wins. You just had to get 3.
Really?
Not even 4 to be like the 4 horsemen. You got a 3.
Well, you know, son.
3 wins.
The only thing, you know, I don't know much I can say, but really, you said all that, really. I can't even get a handful. Not even, just 3. Well, you know what? It's kind of funny, ladies and gentlemen, that
I have 3 championships.
the only 3 things that these tiny little fingers hold is 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So, you know what? You guys are giving me the fire. You guys are giving me the passion that I didn't even have at the beginning of the season, because there was no competition. I mean, literally, you know? I've been playing for years with losers, and now that I'm at the bottom, whatever. So I went, it was like Michael Jordan when he left in '94. There was no competition, like me. But now, really, my best friend, 10 years, over, sitting here. Really, you said all that. I'm going to review this tape.
Well, you know, in my defense, you're my enemy this week. I can't be nice to you this week.
You know,
I have to say mean, hurtful things to you.
You know, and you know the worst part is,
No.
not even this week,
Listen to
I've
me.
never liked you.
Listen to
I've
me.
never liked you.
Listen to me. We are good friends, but better enemies.
You damn right.
So this week, I'm sorry, I got to throw my love to you aside, and I gotta just gotta shiv you where it hurts once in a while.
You know what? It's what great friends do.
You
know you got a great friend because a great
least,
friend always stabs you in the back.
At least I don't wish injury to you.
Yeah.
At least I'm not saying I hope Arian Foster breaks a leg.
Really?
Listen,
You're gonna go try the gym.
At least I'm not saying that. Like I was saying, Steve, where I wish Roddy White would break a leg.
When you knock on the wood, I'm not super. You know what?
I wish you listen.
I would never wish anything like that on you.
I'll say it this way: I wish you the best in all future endeavors.
Let me tell you something. This week, this is huge. This is huge for me, and it's huge for you because me, I can't lose anymore. So I'd like to thank everybody in the league once again for giving me that fire back. If I win, the little guy, listen, little buddy, be a buddy. Okay, be a buddy and just lose, because I'm going to have to trample over you, because let me tell you something. If anybody in their right state of mind thinks that the 3-time world champion is going to be in last place and not make the playoffs, you got another thing coming. So Nuno, you might as well get out of the way. Steve, in about 3 weeks, you're going to have a worse record than me, okay? You heard it right. And Mike, if he wins this game, he could be tied for first place if you're in trouble loses. So, let me tell you something. I'm uncomfortable just sitting here with him because I feel like smacking him. I hate, let me tell you something. When you play me, you are my worst enemy. And I wrote it to Gary, and I said, Gary, get ready. I owe you. And you, get your popcorn ready. Okay? Stand by the TV, because it's going to hurt. If you thought last week, the last time we played, hurt, you know what? I hope the same thing happens. It comes down to the last game, and you're sitting there with 50-point lead, and you're saying, he can't possibly do it again. He can't possibly do it again. Ask Gary if I can't do it again.
You playing match up?
Yes.
Go San Diego Superchargers.
Okay. Alright.
As you can tell, we're a little bit tired right now. We're not up to our usual. Our stamina isn't there.
I don't know, you're talking about. I'm a stallion. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Bronco. Okay? My stamina's always there. But anyways, right now, everybody is still in it. Everybody's in it. AFC's up for grabs, NFC's up for grabs. But let's go on to this week's matchups, Week 9 preview. what we got this week? We have we got the Lucky Charms at the Cell Phone Queens. 1-4 Lucky Charms, 3 and 5 Queens. That's a big matchup there. What do you see taking it?
I don't know. I'm looking at it, and I just think the Lucky Charms. I think they might be lucky enough to pull it off.
Then we got the Big Bad Bus over at the All-Stars, 4 and 4. Kenny's been on a losing streak. Gary's been on a losing streak. So Big Bad Bus and the All-Stars. I see the Big Bad Bus running over Gary, and I don't think the All-Stars are cool like that. I think they're really hurting. What do you see over there?
Kenny right now is struggling to keep second place. He has Nuno pretty much up his ass. He can't afford to lose. And Gary needs to make up ground. But Kenny's missing some people this week. He's missing Steven Jackson. He's missing Chris Johnson. 2 big running backs he doesn't have in his lineup.
And also,
Frank Gore
has gone for Gary.
I think Gary actually pulls off one this week.
Really?
I see him pulling it off.
And we got STP, Shop Down Production, 6 and 2. Over at You're in Trouble, 5 and 3. That's another big game. If You're in Trouble gives STP another loss, you know, he's got a 1-game lead on 2 teams in the AFC, and if You're in Trouble loses, he's gonna be in trouble, boy. Because Mikey is he's right. Mike's like a he's like a beast. Okay, he's like an animal in the forest, and you walking around with a burger. Okay, he's sniffing. He's behind you. You keep walking faster, but he keeps moving faster. You hear the leaves in the background, and he's catching up. So you need to do something too. And you started off, you know, dropping Captree, so you know, that was a long time coming. But I talked to You're in Trouble this week. He was offering me a couple of trades. We couldn't work something out. And I want to say, listen, maybe next year. This is the first time in the history of the league there's never been a trade, which is shocking. But
there was a trade.
Where was this?
There was a trade that I turned down last week. Me and Nuno had an arrangement to bring Calvin Johnson over to my team, and I was like, we'll wait 1 more week. And Calvin Johnson put up 37 points, and Nuno won't let go of him now.
Yeah. There was a trade went through that Craig offered me. I told him no. We tried to work it out, but it didn't happen. He wanted to give me Wes Walker from Marcus Colson straight up. And I told him 4 weeks ago, I maybe would have gave you Colston. I would have done that trade easy. But now, Colston, please, just don't make me eat my words. But he's been doing unbelievable these last 4 games. And Randy Moss is gone. That field is not opened up anymore. So I couldn't do that trade. So I offered him a couple of trades. I told him, you throw McFadden in there with Walker. We can do Colston, Benson, something like that. But we couldn't work something out. So that's as much as I know for trades. But
I did get the offer of Michael Crabtree and Maurice Jones-Drew for LaShawn McCoy and Steve Smith.
Oh, and I tried to get Drew in there, but he didn't want that either. But you got to understand, Marcus Colson is.
I look at this week. You're in trouble in Sharpstown. I think Craig is going to roll right over. Minus Maurice Jones-Drew, and he'll still roll over Steve.
I'm going to get this on record. Since the first episode, okay, this is the 3rd episode of Shotgun Sit Down, since the first episode, you've been shop tone this, shop tone that. It's bull, and then it's this. You have not rooted for that team once. You are a corrupted bastard.
Listen to me.
I want to hear why.
Listen to me. Flat out, I look at it this way. I refuse to root for a man who does not watch football.
Hey.
He puts in his team, and then he's like asking people around, do you think this is right? Should I put this guy in?
Hey, but
no, man. Watch the game.
But he's getting it done.
Don't put in your team and then call me at 11 o'clock at night wanting to know if you won or not.
But he, hey, there's a lot of people that don't watch football, which kind of pisses me off because.
And the other reason I refuse to root for Steve.
Is it because he's pretty?
No, it's not because he's pretty. Well, he's pretty, but that's the point.
He'd be screwed in jail.
You took him from me. He was mine, you son of a bitch.
Oh, this is like a man thing.
He was mine.
Oh, he was really?
That was mine.
Really?
That was my Roddy White.
Ooh,
my Roddy White that I want so bad, and you stole it from me.
You always were a black lover. You always loved chocolate.
That's right. I love my little Hershey's. I love my little
yeah. And you know what? The funny thing is, he's the one who always told me that chocolate melted in your mouth and not in your hand. So, I didn't know you and Roddy White were that close.
Roddy White should be on my team. Roddy White should be on my team. That's it. And it's personal. Like you last year. You were very upset with Gary because he took West Walker.
And he took Franco this year, the son of a bitch.
Isn't it personal for you when they take a player you were dying for?
Yes.
And you're just like,
the West Walker's wife.
And the worst part is, he wasn't going to pick up Roddy White. He was not. He's looking around, and he looked at Kevin, and he's like,
I am the three-time world champion.
And Kevin looked at him, I would take Roddy White. And he took Roddy White. When I was a pick after him, I was sitting right after him, waiting. Listen to Roddy White.
What you don't understand is, I said, the pickup of the week was going to be, a couple weeks ago, I said, Tony Milwaukee. Go on the league page, Tony Milwaukee. Gone. See you later. You're in trouble. You're welcome. Then I mentioned Blount last week on the episode. Gone. Then I mentioned, what's his face? Terrain. My little sidekick, he's just a little baby. He took him. You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't notice yet, if you don't know, now you know. They listen to their, I'm your champion. Do you understand that? They listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Because you have none of this. You have zero. You understand what I'm saying? Zero. And until you got one, look at me. Right there. Okay? Right there. Like Peyton Manning. You're good in the season, but you can't do it in the playoffs.
Like I said, not even a handful of wins this year.
Really?
Not even a handful.
Okay. You know what?
But
I'm just missing two of these. I'm just missing two championships to have a handful. So, put it this way. No, that's fine. But I need, it's going to take you 3 years to get the handful that I have, okay? So you better get down to work. You better start studying your books, boys. But anyways, crazy week. It was a big week. There ain't no more mistakes, man. I was looking at the schedules, and week 14 it's a blink away, bro. So I need to start getting cooking because I can't believe it's week 9. I got 3 wins. But also, besides Shop Tone being at 6-2, everybody is. We got Shop Tone 6-2. We got Craig. You're in trouble at 5-3. We got Degeneration X, Lucky Charms, and the Bus. All 3 teams at 4-4. And then we got the All Stars, Queens, and me, the world champions, at 3-5. Everybody has the same record except the 2 up front.